Imagine one day you wake up and see a girl on top of you. She has a really sweet voice, she's really beautiful too, and her spiritual pressure is so intense your soul practically leaves your body. She's even telling you, "I love you." This is about to be the best moment of your life. But the moment you try to make a move, you realize you're chained up. Do you like Yandere girls? These are girls who start off super sweet and caring toward the person they love, but slowly become overly violent and destructive. Today's story has not one, not two, not three, not four, but 5 Yandere mommies. Tons of love, tons of action, tons of deleted scenes from our lives. So here's the basic plot of the manga I'm covering today. Mondo meets a girl named Tsukimigahara at a college party, shares some drinks with her, and then passes out. When he wakes up, he finds himself chained to Tsukimigahara's bed. Mondo tries to escape from Tsukimigahara's house, but the outcome is something he never expected. Let's start with our main character, Mondo. He's at his college party, where a lot of girls have shown up from different colleges. Today, the guy's thinking, "I'm gonna pull a girl and take her home. I'm not going home alone tonight. I won't need to use my right hand tonight." He's thinking all this to himself when a girl named Tsukimigahara, I'll call her Tsumi, comes and sits next to him. Tsumi is the most popular girl in the entire university. She's gorgeous, she's got huge assets, and the spiritual pressure coming off her is so strong the guy can barely breathe. Tsumi asks him to come with her, and bro is shocked. "Wait, me and Tsumi? Alone? Together?" To confirm, Mondo asks, "Are you serious right now?" Tsumi says yes, then touches him. Well, he expected a different kind of touch, but Tsumi's got him hooked. She takes him somewhere, they have some drinks, and Mondo starts feeling drowsy. The last thing he remembers is feeling suspicious. A little while later, Mondo wakes up and sees Tsumi on top of him, wearing barely any clothes. Seeing this, Mondo asks her, "What do you want from me?" She says, "Chain me up too. I want to be chained up as well." Mondo gets up and says he needs to go home. Hearing this, the yandere girl loses it. She instantly points a knife at his throat and says, "You're lying. We're boyfriend and girlfriend, aren't we?" Before she can slit his throat, like something out of Mirzapur, that brutal, Mondo quickly says, "Yes, we're in a relationship." And hearing that, Tsumi lights up with joy. Even after seeing all this, the guy can't believe Tsumi has this side to her. Like, is this actually who she really is? Then another girl enters the room carrying food, though the guy's attention isn't really on the food, it's on the real meal in front of him. This girl's name is Midori. Today, Midori's in charge of feeding him since Tsumi's running late for class. Midori slips a letter under the food plate, which Mondo notices. After both girls leave, Mondo finishes eating and reads the letter. It says, "Do whatever Tsumi tells you to do, and in a few days, I'll get you out of here." Reading this gives Mondo a bit of hope, but he wonders if he can really trust these girls, though right now he doesn't have any option other than to trust her. He hides the letter between some books. Not that great a hiding spot, but hey, Delhi isn't exactly safer either. Moving on, at night, Mondo wakes up to find Tsumi on top of him again, clearly about to do something. It's about to start, but then his stomach growls. He's hungry, so Tsumi decides to feed him with her own hands. Honestly, feeding is literally all that's happening here. Mondo thinks, great food, gorgeous girl feeding him by hand. This would be the perfect scenario if his hands weren't tied. After the meal, it's time for the next step, Mondo's bath time. Yeah, someone's giving him a full cleanup. Tsumi says, "Food's done, bath's done, now it's our time." Then adds, "And if you ever betray me, I'll cut you and whoever else." Several days pass. The guy's still stuck there, and while a lot of it doesn't make sense to him, he's figured out this much. Every day, a new girl shows up to bring food. Some talk a little, some talk more, some don't talk at all. But Midori keeps helping Mondo through her letters, and through them, we learn more about Tsumi. Turns out, she's from an extremely powerful and wealthy family, and she's kidnapped people like this before. So no, our guy isn't the first person this has happened to. And since she's rich and powerful, she can basically do whatever she wants to him and get away with it. Become rich, everything here is yours. Kind of a deal, except his freedom is literally hidden inside Tsumi's cleavage. That's where the key is that could free his handcuffs. But Midori's been helping him this whole time, so he's starting to trust her. Watch how he hides the letters. Finally, the day comes when Mondo and Midori plan to escape together. The door opens. Mondo expects Midori, but it's Tsumi standing there, and she already knows Mondo's been cheating on her. Tsumi attacks him in a rage, and he does get hit, but in the chaos, he manages to grab the key and shove her aside. That's when Midori arrives. Let's go! The escape plan works, and they run while Tsumi's left dealt with from the shove. Mondo thinks he's finally built himself a future with Midori, but before he can reach the gate, he passes out. When he wakes up, Midori is right beside him, and she looks worried. Mondo's relieved, thinking the nightmare is finally over. He goes to pat her head, but then realizes he's still chained up, and this time it's not just his hands, his legs are chained too. Confused, Mondo asks what's going on. Midori says, "The drug I mixed into your food must have worked." Mondo's in shock at what she's saying. But then the door opens, and another girl walks in saying, "Oh, Midori, you stole my Mondo?" Mondo looks toward the door in complete disbelief, and Midori says, "Tsumi, that's your fault. You weren't paying attention." Tsumi replies, "Next time, I won't lose." And that's when we realize there are 5 crazy Yandere girls, and they're all playing a game with him. To them, Mondo is just a tool, a puppet, and the game is about who can steal him from whom. So now, Midori owns him. Honest review time. While I was reading this, I was actually hoping the guy would escape. I was genuinely happy thinking he might get away and figure out how to get revenge. But the moment I found out what was really going on with these 5 yandere girls, that twist was completely unexpected. Before we move forward, please subscribe. And don't forget to check out my other videos. Mondo asks Midori why she betrayed him. She says it was the only way to keep him safe from Tsumi. She also tells him he's not normal and that he can never escape. Then Midori says something that completely breaks him. "I want to be treated gently." That's exactly what he'd jokingly said before, but he never said it out loud, or so he thought. Midori remembers every single thing, the date, the location, all of it. Turns out this poor guy has been a target of these 5 sisters for a long time. Midori tells him, "You say you want to be treated gently, but actually, you want it a bit rough." And then she starts playing with him, right before she starts torturing him for fun. Mondo says he needs to use the bathroom, thinking maybe his hands and legs will get untied, but Midori has other plans. There's this weird device he has to use lying down, no matter how embarrassing it feels. Today, he has no choice. Night falls. Midori heads to her room to sleep, but if he needs the bathroom at night, she just puts him in a diaper. After she leaves, the guy sits there wondering how he's going to face the world. He's literally wearing a diaper now, and he's still trying to figure out how to escape. At this point, he can't even ask any other girl for help. They're all in on it. All yandere mommies, basically. Morning comes, and Tsumi brings him food. Mondo asks her, "What is all this? You've turned me into a toy." She says, "Yeah, exactly. You're the toy in the 5 sisters' little game. Sorry, that's a secret. You can't escape this place. But you can come back to me, and whatever you say, I'll do it." Not exactly a bad deal, he thinks. After Tsumi leaves, Mondo thinks about his options. He doesn't know all the rules, but he does know about the key that could free him. So there's definitely some rule tied to that key. Then Midori shows up and asks him, "Do you want food first? Or me first?" Mondo asks her again why she's doing all this. After everything he did for her, even caring about her, even Midori wrote him those letters. If he follows through, will she give him another chance to escape with her? She says he can never escape. Mondo replies, "We'll figure something out." And that was Midori's breaking point. She snaps, drops his food, screams at him, throws the key away and says, "I never wanted you in the first place. Go to hell," before storming off. Imagine, a guy who's been seen clothed and unclothed by all these girls and still gets treated like this. Mondo tries to grab the key, but it's too far away. And a new girl came and picked up that key. This new girl asks Mondo if he wants the key. Mondo thinks it's some new trick, but before he can say anything, she just unchains him. Mondo asks why she did that, and she says, "I figured you'd want them off." Mondo is finally free, at least from the chains, and the first thing he does is run out of the room.